Alrighty guys, how's it going? Look at the beautiful memory stocks momentum pushing to the upside, and this is not going to stop. In this video, we'll take a look at how high can we continue. Now, I have been telling you this is the bottom on memory stocks. That is to represent Micron. This is to for Sandisk. Talked about that all these are the bottoms and we are pushing through. This is SK Hynix. Let's take a look at how things are looking like Seagate, Nvidia, AMD, ARM, Intel, Marvell, Cerebras. Let's jump right into it. Once I let you know, none of this is any financial advice, only for education purposes, just sharing my opinion. Please do your own thing. Now, over the weekend, I did a video, well, for the members, that is all in one market coverage, that is included memory, chip, tech, AI, and everything. And for the memory part, I talked about this very scenarios that we just gonna continue this week to the upside. I did give some zones to my members. Definitely, if you wanna be up to date with everything, if a video is not coming out on a public channel, you can consider for surety that the video will be coming out for the members. So consider joining the membership if you are interested to follow along every step of the way. Now, let's get back over here. Micron is just bullish, right? I precisely gave you this bottom down here. And from there after we have been just pushing through, there is no stopping this thing. And at this point, we have a room to continue all the way to $1,100. Now, $1,100 was the zone previously where the structure broke. And below that, we came down. And this is where I told you back then, it's a short play. It's get out from your long, right? And then I gave you the bottom as well. That guys, this is the bottom. This is the bottom. You just had to pull the trigger. That's all. I gave you the risk management zones as well. Now at this point, $1,100 is the target right now. We have a room to test, get all the way there, but that doesn't mean that that will be the top. We can test the highs as well, and then maybe make new highs as well. The point is that we have to follow the price action, and right now there is no point in taking all the profits. It's just all about right now holding the position. Definitely you can take partial profits along the way through the levels, but you got to hold on to the position now. Okay, now target is $1,100 on Micron, and structure will at least the near term, and then our expected price react there. And then right now, like even 982 above, we will remain in the momentum. Even if we lose 982, it will not become overall bearish. It's just that some multi-day cool off can happen until 930, but until there also overall structure will just remain bullish. It's just that if you want to stay in the momentum, we got to continue to stay above $983 at this point. Accordingly manage the position. That's Micron. Let's get to Sandisk. Sandisk also gave you the bottom. I have been telling you this constantly that I don't expect much downside from here. Memory is forming the bottom, right? I gave you all those indications in last few weeks. If you have been following my channel, you know that very well. Now, here we are still just bullish. Highs can be tested easily on Sandisk, and we don't have really strong level right now here that is a strong resistance. So highs are more smoothly possibly tested on Sandisk here. This was the bottom. Told you about it, and then from here on just continue to hold, no problem. Now until where we will remain in the momentum, and that significant level is 1695. You can see precisely that's where we held also a little bit of the pullback from there, and we held that zone, pushed through. That's why these levels are so important, marked by my tools all automatically for you. If you need access to my tools, details are in the description of this video. And it's just not the matter of if you want it, you should have it. If you want to be making money, you want to be profitable in the stock market, you cannot do that without my tools. All right, so join the membership. It's just the way to trade, guys. Okay, you got to understand the game, and my tools understand the game. They tell you the game, and you just trade with that. Now 1695 above will continue to remain in the momentum also. Even if we lose that, it's not going to become overall bearish. It will still remain bullish even until the zones like 1500 area. Okay, so it has still a lot of room through the pullbacks to still eventually be bullish. But if you want to stay in the momentum, we got to stay above this zone of almost $1,700. That's significant level. All right, let's get to SK Hynix. Guys, told you this is the bottom. Confirmation of the breakout above 148. And Also bullish. Upside is only what you can be looking at on this thing. Let's get to the hourly interval. What are the momentum zones? 173 is the momentum zone. We stay above it, we'll remain in the momentum. If we lose 173, it's just gonna a little bit do a day of so cool off, but the weakness is not going to be there for most part of this week. Even if we lose that zone, that's not going to make it overall bearish. We are still even fine until 162 on SK Hynix. Bullish momentum is just continuing. Seagate, guys, what did I tell you, right? It's not going to give you any more downside. It's going to go sideways and make a slow crawl to the upside. Exactly, that's what is happening. If you want to check out more of these plays and the trades that I give to my members, not just on memory and semiconductors, but many other stocks, guys, many other stocks, join my membership. Don't miss out these videos. They're very helpful. You will make the membership money within a day back by just following the instructions. All right. Members have made 500 times money over the course of the time they have been with me. All right. You just got to be patient and follow along the instructions. That's all. And along the ways, you will learn so much. All right. Seagate is getting all the way to $500. Maybe also make a new highs. All will be good. I mean, it just doesn't, like, this is a ongoing really good support as well at this point, 932 area. Like, that is, yeah, above that, momentum will stay, direction will stay bullish. Everything will be fine. All good there. Nvidia is also just fine, guys. Technically still in the bullish trend, a little bit slowing down like in the run up, but it's still technically above 224, still holding that significant level, and above that we are still fine. And as you can see over here, that's why these significant levels are so important, marked by my tools. We continued to hold. These are the zones you have to trade with to make money, and we are still bullish and good stuff on Nvidia. As if we don't lose 224, great, we'll stay in the momentum. If we lose 224, it's not the end of the day, it's not the end of the world for Nvidia. It's just gonna a little bit do a cool off. Overall structure will be still bullish. A lot of room for Nvidia to still remain bullish, even still until 230. It's just that will be a position management time if we lose 224, because momentum a little bit will start to escape. AMD, guys, we broke out above $500. That was the zone, and above that, direction has changed. I told you, either you're waiting for the breakout above or below for a next move on this thing. 500 above was the zone, and we have gained that, and right now, yes, that's a support for it. Above that, structure is bullish. This liquidity grab zone will not work this time. It has served its purpose. Back then it had its purpose. It worked out just as how I told you. Now this has completed its job. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of that. So now an AMD above 500, 495 can only be looked for the upside here. ARM is also, guys, still above that 267. That, let's get to the hourly interval, because that's where I have been explaining you this thing, right? So this was the zone. I told you until here overall structure is fine at that significant level, and this significant level continued to hold. This level has been there for weeks now, right? Before even price came here, this level was still here. That's how important my tools are. And then you can see it held the overall structure, and this was the zone. I told you that this zone will mark the pullback complete, this pullback that it is in. Once it broke out, continued to hold there as the support, right at the zone that I gave you. Still today it's holding, and thus it is still in the upside bullish structure here on ARM. All right, all good, still bullish. Definitely this is technically a resistance, but it is in the upside direction. You cannot look short on this thing above 268 still overall. Intel is also in the upside direction. This was the zone, 9500. Above will remain bullish, and it is still bullish. We are continuing up, hold the positions, nothing to worry here. Marvel also, have been telling you this is the bottom, pushing through. Along the ways, I have been calming your nerves, guys. It's okay, 200 above, we are still bullish. Here also, I have been telling you it's still bullish, nothing to worry, and we are pushing up on this thing here. Marvel is also bullish. Cerebrus technically still in the play. Okay, this zone above 167, above 160, above, this is the play where members have built the position. This was the time that was telling my members, and then it has been continuing up. Yes, along the ways it was a little bit choppy through the earnings, also gave some multi-day weakness, but that multi-day weakness is over once we regained above $230 zone. All right, so overall it's still bullish. All right, guys, DRAM and all is all with the members. And guys, that DRAM portfolio is just not about DRAM anymore. We have expanded beyond. All right. Well, you did not join back then, but it was free with trading tools plus stocks coverage. So you have to wait now, unfortunately, if you didn't join back then, because yes, you will have to join differently if you are still interested. But that whole portfolio is turning into not just DRAM, but we are going with DRAM, beyond DRAM, and it's going to be a full channel focused, members focused portfolio management. Just you have to follow what I'm doing. That's it. But anyways, now you gotta wait because you did not join back then, and right now it's on hold. Seats are closed. When seats will open up, I'll let you know. All right, with that, I'll see you in my next videos. Take care. Bye.